Hey everyone, how are y'all? Betty Joe, how are you? Sorry I'm late, y'all. I'm sure y'all could tell me already what I was doing. Hey King, how are you? Alright, y'all don't forget to put your chat on live chat. Hit the thumbs up if you have not done so. My icon is gone? From where? Hey Tiff. Betty Joe, where's it missing from? Betty Joe, your camera's on. Alright,
Your
where is my. Go ahead.
your little icon is gone. You're naked up here.
So wait, y'all don't see anything?
Just a white round circle with a little person inside of it. That's gray
What?
and
Oh,
white.
what the hell? Elsie and Courtney, how are y'all? Okay, hold on a second. Let me do this. Let me come. Hold on. I gotta mute myself because I'm fixing to come back into the studio
All right.
under a different thing, and I don't want to echo. And hold on one second.
What's everybody up to? If you happen to hear snoring, it's the baby. She still has a.
Okay, can y'all see it now?
Yeah, it's there now.
Okay. Okay, this layout looks funny now. Why are we not in circles? We're squares now.
No, we're
The hell?
circles.
I see squares.
It's circle on screen.
Jeez. Uh, Elsie,
Talking about the box around us.
yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
usually that's a circle.
Yeah, usually it is a circle, huh?
I ain't even gonna mess with it. I'm not. It's just gonna have to stay the way it is. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I ain't touching nothing. I don't know why my little icon was gone.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it was.
I mean, I could see it on my end, and then once I came back into the studio, then it wasn't there at that point. I don't know. Anyway, Elsie, to answer your question, I'm here. We're just gonna leave it at that. All right, let me make sure I haven't missed anybody real quick. I don't think I have.
We're all here.
Let's see. King is on time tonight, y'all.
You go, King.
Yes, Sally Mae's not even gonna have to throw out a tardy slip to her. Okay, so I said the other day that for the month of September, I wanted to do like a missing person case per night or whatever, maybe two if I have enough time. Uh, so the one Betty Joe that you sent to me the other day from North Carolina, the Jasmine Lowery.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Christy, how are you? There is absolutely no information on her.
Yeah, no, I looked too, and I couldn't find nothing either.
I looked a few minutes ago, about 10 minutes before I went live, and the same information, basically just that she's missing from the Carolina Church Road area outside of St. Paul's, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the Robson County Sheriff's Office is seeking information. That's all there is about her.
Yep.
There's nothing else. There is. Wait, I think I did get. Hold on. I did get her missing person flyer. I was able to find that. Let me pull that up here real quick. But really, uh, Butterfly Kisses, thank you so much for gifting that membership. That is very nice of you. And Christy got it.
It's just funny because doesn't her family? I mean, you would think her family would put something out.
Well, see, that's like this other girl that I'm going to talk about here in a few minutes. Huh. Okay, I was looking at something. Sorry, sidetracked for a second. Um, this other girl that I'm going to talk about here in a few minutes is missing in Maryland. Her family's all over it, like all over this case, out searching for her.
Right.
There's something new out, and then for Jasmine, there's absolutely nothing. Literally, all they have is that she was last seen in the early morning hours of August the 24th in the area of the Carolina Church Road outside of St. Paul's, North Carolina. If you have any information regarding her whereabouts, contact the Robson County Sheriff's Office, and it has their phone number. She's 15. Another place I saw that she was now 16, but I've only seen that in one place. So,
Right.
Elsie, that's right. That's all the information I can find. Even 10 minutes before I went live, this is all there is.
Yeah,
But
that's all I found too.
yeah, I don't know why. I mean, she's still missing, but I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why. Unless it's because she is listed as missing a runaway teen. Um, so I don't know if because they're considering her a runaway, but the point is she's still missing. There should be more information out about her.
Right.
But she is 15. She has red hair, green eyes. She's 5'3", 173 pounds, and she is Native American. So I will post her. Matter of fact, let me do that now. Because if I don't do it now, I will forget. I'm gonna put her thing in Discord. So like anybody wants to grab it and share it on their social media, they can.
It's crazy. Even though she might be considered a runaway, still you think there'd be more out
I
on her. Like,
mean, something from the family at least.
did she
Like,
disappear from school or home
yeah,
or out in front?
uh, it just says the early morning hours.
Yeah.
So on Sunday. So that would have been on Sunday, August the 24th. But it doesn't say, like you said, was she at a parent's house? Was she at a friend's house? Where was she?
Right.
You know, I, I don't know. I need to check Facebook too because I didn't even think to check Facebook to see if they had a Facebook group
Got
for her.
some crazies that live in North Carolina. I'm just saying.
I was trying to think too. Have we did any other uh, cases from North Carolina?
There was a couple more that had popped up, but I can't remember.
Well, there's two brothers that are missing. One is hold on, I got their little thing right here. I think one is 3 and one is 5. And I had so when you sent me the thing for Jasmine, there was a link somewhere on there, and I clicked on it, and it took me to all the people who are missing in North Carolina, and I
Uh,
found the two brothers. Well, whenever I went to type in their name to see about like if there was any information, because I was going to talk about them too, because it was new in August,
right.
and absolutely nothing on them either.
I don't want to know what it is about North Carolina and not wanting to put out any information.
Like y'all have like the whole website of the missing people for your state, but
Yeah,
there's nothing. And these two little boys, they've been missing since August the 12th. I don't know if they're with a parent, a family
right.
member, if they were kid. Like there's nothing. Butterfly Kisses says she's runaway deemed. That could be why information is limited. Sadly, the same goes for Native Americans. People don't raise as much information on there. Butterfly Kisses, I agree with that.
Yeah,
There is a lot of Native American people who are missing, and they're not talked about a whole lot, which I don't understand because a missing person is a missing person, whether they're Native American or whatever.
yeah. I mean, they're still missing, no matter what.
Exactly. So
Whether they
Jennifer,
run away or somebody took them or they're with a parent.
well, even if they're deemed runaway, they're
Yeah,
still missing. Nobody
it's
knows where they're at.
right.
So I mean, they should still be classified as a missing person.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just like with
so
the Amber Alert, okay? The Amber Alert should be not just for a vehicle or if you've seen a vehicle, it should be for the child itself,
right.
the person itself. If you know what they're wearing and what they look like and what, like, if maybe somebody has a tattoo or a piercing or whatever, that's what it should
Hmm.
be about. It shouldn't be about, oh, well, did you
Yep.
see what kind of car they were in?
Oh yeah, because
It should,
there's if you remember whenever Summer Wells case happened,
yeah,
and it took forever for the Amber Alert to come out.
yeah. It's just
See if
ridiculous.
they need to up like the Amber Alert itself is good. I think they need to redo the stipulations for the alert going out. That's what they need to do. Okay, let me get. Here's another photo of Jasmine. This is her with blonde hair. What there it is. And still, this one has no information on it. Just a different picture. See, Amber was snatched in a car, so that's why. I mean, that is true.
I get that. I mean, I know she was taken in a car. I know that.
But it
But,
still shouldn't be just classified to as a child being taken in a car.
right, because
It,
times have changed, you know.
you know,
So it should be, if you know what your child's wearing or a pretty good idea of what, which way they went, maybe, then okay, put out an Amber Alert. It doesn't hurt to put out an Amber Alert on a child.
let me add this other thing to this real quick. Oh, I have it pulled up.
Now, see
All
there,
right, so I've got both of.
she looks a little different.
Huh?
I said here she looks a little
Yeah,
different.
on this one.
She looks a little
Yeah, on
older.
this one she has blonde hair.
Yeah.
Let's see, does this one have her age on it? Okay, so this one has that she's 16, where the other one that's out says she's 15. So she was last seen early morning hours of Sunday, August the 24th. So between the 24th of August and now, had a birthday.
Yeah. Hmm.
So,
Well,
you know,
I hope they find her, and I hope they, you know, more information comes out on her or something.
right. I mean, hell, anything, if they can just add anything else. Like you said, does she have tattoos? Because there are kids at 16 that have tattoos.
Yeah.
Her piercings. Does she have, is her ears pierced? Does she have any scars?
Yeah.
Anything like that. Commander, how are you? I think it's the blonde hair that makes her look older.
Yeah. The way she's wearing it,
Hmm.
the way her hairstyle is, makes her look a little older.
Because the thing that you had sent to me in Discord the other day, this is the picture that was on there. So whenever I
Yeah.
looked it up, and I found the other picture I just showed. I had to keep bouncing back and forth between the two to make sure that it was the same person
Right.
because they didn't look the same, but it's the same person. So I don't know. Hopefully, I'll keep checking up on this one. If there's any more information, I'll post it in Discord, and then whenever I go live that night, I'll give the updated information or whatever.
Right.
Let's see. No matter if the child is a runaway or not, they need some kind of alert. That is true. There needs to be some type of alert for every child who is reported missing, whether they're a runaway, kidnapped, parents did something
Because
to
I
them, which
mean,
is.
there's different ways of taking a child. They are not always taken in a car,
Mhm.
especially
Yeah.
now. Nowadays, it's
Yeah. Well, nowadays it's gotten to the point where it's more of the parents reporting the child
yeah,
missing, and then the parents
yep,
end up being the ones who've done something to them.
yep,
Look at you have Emmanuel's case, and then you have the Jaden Spicer case.
yep,
In Jaden Spicer's case, the mom even wrote a handwritten note
hmm,
begging whoever took her son to bring him back,
yep, and
and,
then
and
turn
come to find out
around.
it was her.
Yep,
You
exactly.
know, it's crazy. Okay, so the other one that I wanted to talk about, her name is DaCara Thompson. She is 19. Let me get her. So this article came out today. The picture's a little bit blurry, but I do have a better one if it's like, what it, okay. Can y'all see that okay?
Yeah, I just seen
Okay.
this one, this picture. I just seen it on Facebook like 10 minutes before you even went live.
hmm Yeah, this is the one that her parents are like all
Yeah,
over it.
yeah,
They held a vigil the other day in the area of where her car was found, and then
yep,
after the vigil, they went knocking on doors in that neighborhood
yep.
asking if they seen anything. See, my daughter ran away at 16, and then her daughter ran away at 16. Yes, they both learned a hard lesson. I mean, I can't say
Oh
nothing about
yeah,
somebody running away because I did it too, but you know, times back whenever I did it are a lot different than they are now.
exactly. Things have changed dramatically.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm trying to keep up in chat to make sure I'm not missing anybody that comes in. All right. So it says here, police continue search for missing 19-year-old in Prince George's County, Maryland. Family pleads for her safe return. Police in Prince George's County, Maryland, are searching for a missing woman who vanished 10 days ago as her family pleads for her safe return. On Friday, August the 22nd, 19-year-old DaCara Rose Thompson was last seen wearing a dark jacket and jeans getting out of her white Ford Edge at a Shell gas station in the Eastgate Shopping Center in Lanham, Prince George's County, according to the Prince George's Police Department. Her car was later found abandoned in Hyattsville, Maryland, with all of her personal belongings inside. Thompson is described as being 5 foot 2 inches tall, has a nose ring and tattoos on her right side and her left arm. Long dark brown hair, brown eyes. As police continued the search, Thompson's family gathered Sunday for a prayer vigil in Hyattsville, along with the police department, WBAL-TV reported. PG County Police is working hard behind the scenes. They've made the case a priority, which I appreciate so much. With our efforts and their efforts put together, we are working so hard to try to get her back, Thompson's mother, Carmen Thompson, told the outlet. She also described the toll the circumstances were taking on her. I'm so broken, she said. Nobody should ever have to experience what I am feeling right now as a parent. It is indescribable feeling, and I just want my daughter back safe. Speaking directly to her daughter, she stressed how much she loves her and implored her what to do. Whatever you have to do, get to safety. Okay, Misha, how are you? So the car was found in a different location from where they saw someone getting out of the car. No, so her car was found in Hyattsville. It is on. It was at the intersection of. Hold on, I've got it wrote down here. I think it's Jasmine Terrace and Riggs Road. She is on camera getting out of her car. It shows where because she has her phone in her key fob. That's all she has with her. You can see in the video where she locks her door and her lights light up, showing that it's locked. And then she's walking away from the vehicle. It's like 1:30 in the morning towards Riggs Road. After that, they have no idea where she went. Everything else was left in her car. Her house keys, there was $60 in cash in her purse. The purse was in there. Like, just her phone and her key fob was the only thing that is missing. And now her phone has been turned off.
Mm.
Okay. So her mom is saying, "We love you. We love you so much. If you see this, do whatever you have to do. Do whatever you have to do to get out of your situation and you get somewhere and you let someone know that you need help," she said. "Mom and dad is here for you. Your family, your community, everybody is standing behind you, and we are waiting to have you back in our arms." And they're asking anyone with any information to contact the police department. It has the police department phone number down there. I need to check and see because I cannot remember if I've got a missing person flyer for her. Let me check. And no, I do not. I thought there was one for her, but I don't guess I got it. Um, so apparently she was at her dad's house that night. She left, said she was going to go get gas for her vehicle. She texts her dad, um, says she got gas, she's going to go out, she'll be back later. And the next morning, she's not home.
Wow.
And so that's when her mom's like, okay, she has an iPhone. She looks for the phone on the app. The what is it? Where's my phone app or whatever it is that iPhone has.
Right.
Uh, it showed that her location sharing had been turned off, but it showed that the last location was at Jasmine Terrace and Riggs Road. So her dad goes there, and that's when he finds the car and all of her. Hey Dan, how are you? Um, and all of her belongings in there. Um, Commander, the only thing that they see on camera is that she's walking towards Riggs Road. After that, they have no idea. They apparently do not have her on any other surveillance, unless they do, and they have not put that out to the public yet.
That's a good possibility.
Yeah, because if she was seen but I also think though if she was seen on another camera getting into a vehicle with someone else, or maybe trying to follow her down the street with multiple cameras, they might have put that out to the public, especially if she got into another car. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, she did. Commander, they said that her phone was turned off, and her mom noticed that her location sharing had been turned off, and they just knew that that was the last known location. And when they went to that location, her dad found her vehicle. Heard her dad say that the police have other info that they are not releasing. Misha, that's a very good possibility. But like I said, her family, and which I love to see that her family is like on top of this, where we've covered other cases that the family's just like not doing anything. There's people out searching for their child, and they're just there, and that's it. Okay, let me see if there was anything else that's not in this article. Okay, so she sent her dad that text message on at 11:50 that night, telling him that she got the gas and she was going to go out. She'd be back soon. She loved him. He told her he loved her, that he was going to bed. Um, I have so many notes, y'all. My desk is just cluttered right now. So the Find My Phone app thing that iPhone has is what her mom had checked. Okay, so her cash, and they ended up later on saying it was like $60 in cash. The purse, her debit cards, all of that was found inside of her car. Like nothing else, no other personal items, just her phone and her key fob
Hmm.
was all that was found, or that all that was missing. Let's see, was she dating or meeting someone that she didn't want anyone to know about? Commander, that's a good question because there was another article that I read the other day where her mom said that they don't even know anybody in Hyattsville, and they don't think that she knows anybody in that area. That if she did, that she had never talked about knowing someone from that area. So they didn't
So,
even
but,
understand why she was in that area of town.
so did they live there in Maryland?
They live, yeah, they live in Maryland, but where her car was found is not the area that they were from.
Oh,
So they don't even know, that's what the mom was saying. Like,
so
why was she over here?
right. I'm wondering, did she run into somebody at the gas station? Like after she texted her dad, said I got gas, and then
I don't
I'm
know,
going out. I'll be home in a little while. Like,
because
did
she
she?
texted him. It was 11:50 that night, and at 1:30 the next morning. So an hour and 40 minutes later is when she's seen parking her car in Hyattville and getting out of it and walking away from it.
Yeah, that that's a.
I mean, it is a good possibility that she walked away on her own, but it doesn't seem like she would have left her cash.
No, I don't think she would have left any of her cash
No,
or her
I
dad.
mean maybe debit cards just because they can be tracked, but definitely not her cash.
Yeah,
You know,
and I don't think. I don't know. Maybe she would turn her phone off in her location. I don't know.
maybe she turned it off because she didn't want the family knowing where she was at or where she was going to, and then, and
Right.
I hate to say this, but something bad happened. And I
Yeah.
hope that's not the case. I hope that they find her safe and sound. And maybe she needed to step away for a couple of days for whatever reason. I think that would be the best case scenario, and that she is found and she's okay. But you know, I,
It's
I don't
hard to
know.
tell. Yeah.
Yeah, her family did launch a GoFundMe because they're going to hire private investigators to assist with the search. Um, so they do have that out. They're wanting to. They feel like the search needs to um, extend beyond what the police resources are, which
Right.
honestly you can't blame the family for that. Um,
No, that's
the
understandable.
right, the police can only do so much as far as looking for someone. A private investigator can probably find out things that they would tell the family where the police would not. But I also get that the police find out something and they're going to keep it close to the vest and they're not going to share it.
No.
We've all saw that as well. Uh,
All that firsthand.
yeah. So she had planned to come back and was maybe meeting up with someone that she wasn't supposed to. Commander, that's a very good possibility. Maybe it was somebody that she had recently met and that she didn't tell. Because the way the mom talked, it was like, DaCara shared everything with her parents or maybe with her mom. Because when her mom's like, she never talked about knowing anybody in this area. Like, we don't know anybody in this area. We don't think she knows anybody in this area. She very well could have been meeting someone over there that they just didn't know about.
Right, because what is she? She is 19, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, yeah, a lot of 19-year-olds tell their parents, but then, a lot of them say, well, I want to see where this goes before I
Right.
tell my parents.
Yeah. So which means she loves her parents and maybe didn't want to upset them. Yeah. And,
Yeah.
it could have been, like I said, someone new that she met. The parents didn't know about it. And then this person ended up being a very bad person,
Yeah.
and I hope it doesn't turn out to be that. Uh, I do know that the parents did a search today, and they took it to a new location that was like a half mile from where her car was found. But I
Right.
have not seen anything uh, online, if there was anything found, or anything like that. See, what time does this happen? King, you mean what day did it happen? Is that what you're asking? She was last seen by her dad when she was leaving her dad's house August the 22nd. She had left late that night, and then she texted him that later on after she had left at about 11:50. Could the parents have disapproved of someone she had a crush on? Yeah. I mean, even though she's 19 years old, it could have been someone that her parents didn't think was right for her.
Yeah.
What time did she go missing? Okay, so I don't have the exact time that she left her dad's house on the 22nd. It was later on that night. He sent her a text, said that he was going to bed. She sent him a text back at 11:50 saying she got gas. I'm going out. I should be back later. No, I'm sorry. I should be back soon. I love you too. Good night. So that was at 11:50. At 1:30 in the morning on the 23rd is when she was seen walking away from her car. So technically, last known location of her being alive was at 1:30 on August the 23rd, 1:30 in the morning. See, the new search location was really creepy because her mom found a metal trap. Oh, I did see that on one of the news stations. It had a lock or something on the top of it, Misha. But I never seen if they were able to get it open. I haven't seen anything new that has came out on this. And I was going to talk about this case last night, and then something came up, and I wasn't even able to go live. Uh, but everything that I've looked through today, the only new information was that the parents did the new search location, like I said, a half a mile from where her car was found. So I wonder if there's any rug houses around there. Maybe she was going to buy something real quick, wait till her plug got her. Uh, Wait, to pick up. She left her things as to not get robbed of it. Commander, it doesn't seem like she would have been, that she was maybe planning on going very far away from her car. She left her purse and all that in it. See, that's too late to meet someone you don't know. King, that is true. But if it was someone that she didn't want her parents knowing about, or maybe
Yeah.
someone that they didn't approve of, then she could have been in. I wouldn't want to say that she's sneaking behind her parents' back because I don't know that for a fact. But
Right.
you know,
You never know these
it,
days.
right? Anything is possible with a 19-year-old. And Sally, that is true. These kids don't get it. I say on my daughter all the time. She's 22. Like, don't do this, don't do that. She's like, Mom, I'll be fine. You don't know if you're going to be fine or not. True crime has got me very hyper aware of what goes on in the world.
Yep.
We see it firsthand with all these cases and stuff like that. I mean, this girl was 19, and yeah, she legally is an adult, and she could walk away if she wanted to. And there's nothing that the police could do about it other than just check on her and make sure she's okay.
Right.
And there's really nothing the parents can do about it either, but just pray and hope that she is okay. Uh, they can't make her come back, but the thing is, though, they're saying that it is not like her to go this long without calling or texting or getting in touch with them, with somebody like her mama, her daddy, her older brother, like the whole family, the whole community's been out looking for her. It seems like they were a very close family. and now
You,
she's
you know
missing.
what your child does.
Right.
I mean, you go from talking maybe every day or every other day to not responding in days. You
And
know
no
something's wrong.
one, yeah, and no one knowing where you're at. And Commander, it doesn't make sense that she would leave her. I get the debit cards. If she was walking away on her own, I get leaving the debit cards if she didn't want anybody to know where she was going. But I don't see leaving cash. It seems like if she was walking away on her own, she would at least need the cash with her for a just in case situation. You know what I mean? And she left everything except for her phone, which the location sharing was turned off, and now I'm the way I understand her phone is completely shut off, and her key fob to her car. It's the only two things she took with her. And when she walked out of the view of that camera, there's nothing else, unless, like I said, because where it was in town where she went missing, it seems like if she walked out of camera view of that camera, that they could have went to another camera angle and followed her. Whether she was walking down the street, whether she got into a car, whether she went to another store, whatever. It seems like there should have been enough cameras in the area that they could have followed her footsteps where she was going. And unless
She's a
they
pretty,
have that, she's a what?
she's a pretty girl.
Oh yes, gorgeous.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know. I hope they have some more information that they're not putting out to the public. That they have found out,
Yeah.
and it leads
That's
them
another,
to where
that's
she's
another
at.
aggravating thing. They don't put out enough information,
Well,
so
they want the
the
public's
public can
help.
tell.
Right. They want the public's help, but it does, like I said, it seems like if she would have gotten into another car, they would have put that uh, description of the car out there
Yeah.
to the public. But I haven't even seen that. If they could have followed her footsteps camera by camera and seen that she went to someone else's house, then they could have went, to that house and checked. So I don't know. It's a sad situation, because she just walked out of the camera view and there's nothing else of her. Nobody's heard from her. She's, not responding. She hasn't called her family in a week. Commander, I pray she's okay too. She makes it back home. Some
I
police
wonder.
departments are too busy to things that fall through the cracks. Well, Commander, the mama is saying with this case here that they put her top priority, her missing case. And I hope that it stays like that. If they have done that, I hope that if they start out strong with the investigation, that they keep the momentum going and they don't after a week or two slack off and it's like, what, there's nothing else. If something else comes up, we'll pick it up at that point. What was you saying, Betty Joe?
No, I'm wondering if she like had a phone charger with her, or her phone maybe just died, or did somebody shut it off on her?
I don't know. That was never said. Let's see. For me, for some reason, this gives a Nia Blanchard Bob types of case where she was taken. Did we talk about Anaya Blanchard,
I
the
think so.
tarot detective? Is that man a stepdad? Uh, Tarot detective. You talking about? No, it's her real dad. That's her real dad's name is Daniel, I believe, and her mama's name is Carmen. Daniel and Carmen Thompson is their names. And it said her brother's name in one of the articles. I didn't even write that one down. Usually I don't give out the family's names, but both their names are in all of the articles. So check something out. I don't remember the Anaya Blanchard case. I have to go back and look that one up. What kind of work does he do? Uh, that I don't know. It hasn't been put out what type of work he does. I haven't seen what type of work her mom does, um, or even I don't think I've seen anything about what DaCara does.
Right.
Dan, have a wonderful night, and thank you so much for stopping by. And I don't know if he's military. I have no idea. They haven't discussed the personal lives of the parents. Uh, just that they are looking for their missing daughter. See, Anaya was from Alabama. The case sounds familiar. I've talked about so many cases, y'all. It's so hard to keep up with them. They made Anaya's law. Let me look it up. But I'm gonna leave her picture. I thought I got a missing person poster for DaCara. Um, if I can find it, I will post it in Discord though. Let's see if we talk about this one. Okay, so Anaya Blanchard, 19-year-old college student from Homewood, Alabama, was kidnapped and murdered October 2019. Last seen October the 23rd at a Chevron gas station in Auburn, Alabama, where she was seen on surveillance video purchasing snacks. So she did a Snapchat message at 11 o'clock with her roommate, which her family believes may have not been sent by her. She had a black 2017 Honda CRV found abandoned nearly 60 miles away in Montgomery, Alabama on the 25th of October. Wow. I don't guess I talked about this case. Like
I don't.
I remember the name, but none of this sounds familiar. Abraham Yazid, a 33-year-old man, was out on a $295,000 bond on unrelated charges, including kidnapping, attempted murder, and robbery. At the time of the murder, was identified as a suspect after surveillance footage showed him interacting with Blanchard at the gas station and later exiting her vehicle. So he was arrested in Pensacola, Florida in November of that year. Wow. So, I mean, whoever said that this case and DaCora's case, I mean, there is some similarities there. Except for DaCora walked away from her vehicle. Jude looks like a Ninja Turtle. Wait, who does Vapor? Hold on, Chrissy, I'm going to Discord. Okay. I got you, Christy. Sally. I was the one that killed Anaya. Okay. No, we haven't, but I was into that case. It was before Kylie Ronnie's case. Okay, so it was from 2019. I wasn't doing lives during that time,
No.
but I do. Chrissy just reminded me in Discord where it came from, where I know the case from. So, yeah. I would have to go back, reread the entire case in articles that I found at this point. So, but I will see if I can find a missing person flyer. I know that there were some made for DaCara. I'll have to see if I can find one online. I will post it in Discord. I think I'm going to do a TikTok on it tomorrow and put that out. And if I can get it, I'll put it on a community post also on YouTube. let me go to. I had my Google map pulled up here earlier, y'all, with where her car was found, but then, oh shoot, stop. Yeah. All right. Let's back up there. All right. So, can y'all see this? So her car was left, I believe, in this parking lot right here. And so there's Riggs Road, and then there's Jasmine Terrace.
Wow.
Okay, see, I would not be able to hardly sleep or eat. I'd become an instant crazy detective person knocking on all the doors. Commander, that's what her family did after they had the prayer vigil. They had it in the area of where her car was found abandoned, which is in this area right here. And then after the vigil was over with, all the people that were still there went knocking on all the doors in the community, asking for any information, if they seen anything, if they heard anything. So
I'd
like
have
her
done
family is, yeah, exactly. That's. I'm glad that they did because we don't see this every day in cases that we cover.
right.
It's. I don't even want to
And
say
anyone that's
refreshing, but
close to me, I'd be having to kick their butt and then turn them over to the police.
hmm
Sorry, but you're getting a butt whooping first.
but I mean, it's they're not sitting down and not doing anything.
Right.
You know what I
What?
mean? Like they're out, boots on the ground,
Yes.
searching, knocking on doors, prayer visuals, getting her face out there, getting her name out there. You know,
They're doing the right thing.
right? They're doing
Where
what a family
some
is
just,
supposed to be doing.
yeah, where some will just sit back and let the police handle it, and then the week later, oh, we're scaling back.
Yeah. So
Back, boy, I wouldn't be scaling nothing.
no, I would be out there just like doing what this family's doing. Boots on the ground looking for my loved one. So the car was parked the wrong way to look at photos. I, sh- I don't know. Let me take this down off the screen real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I still have. No, that's canned stuff. Let me see if I can find the article that had the video on it. I thought I had left it pulled up, but then stuff updates on Google, and then it takes it away. Why is the video not playing? Come on. My internet is lagging a little bit tonight. What the heck? I try to be organized today.
How'd
It
that
just
work
ain't
out?
working. Yeah, it's not working. It, if I'm organized, I'm lost. Okay, that's not the article. I literally watched the video earlier of her getting out of her car, locking her door, or her locking the car, and walking away from it. Now I can't find it. Okay, it was a bit far away from the car. It makes me think that she just hopped out for a minute and something went bad. Yeah, they said something about she had uh, parked in front of. Oh wait, we gotta mute this. That she had parked in front of a fire hydrant, and then the car was just left there.
Wow.
video go? I know I've got it here somewhere. Just gotta- this isn't it. Oh, but they do have a missing person flyer on this one. Let me see if I can screenshot just that. I mean, it doesn't have any more information on it than what uh, we have seen, but it does have a different photo of her. Man, I hate whenever I can't find something that I know that I've seen. Alright, y'all just bear with me for a second. Okay, that's TikTok. I don't want TikTok. I haven't even been over to TikTok to see what all they're saying about it. Y'all would be proud of me. I've only been on TikTok once today. No, twice. Okay, let me pull this up. This is a video when they were searching today in the. Go back. They found the door. Can y'all see that?
Yep. What is a door?
It was a door that it was like two doors that were closed down, but they were chained shut.
Hmm.
Like at what looked like out in the middle of nowhere. See, why did the police let the family keep her card? The detailed detective, I have no idea. It seems like the police would have taken it in and processed it to see if there was anything else, anyone else's DNA in there, but they might have done that and then turned it over to the family. Because, I mean, she's been missing now since the 22nd.
That's what I was going to say. Did they take the car and process it?
I mean, they could have, and
Like,
then let the family have it. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, they're going to keep certain things to themselves.
Right,
They're not going to tell everybody everything.
right. Yeah, King, hold on. I'm going to back it up and then I'm going to full screen it where y'all can see this. This is weird. Okay, y'all watch this. So, whatever that door leads to, it looks like where all of that dirt is,
Uh huh.
something is buried under that large piece of dirt. Like that hole was dug that big. So I wonder if they opened that and went down in there and looked.
I hope so.
That's weird. And it's literally in the woods. Like they said her mom walked through some brush and found it. Maybe snatching people, dude. Hopefully the mom got or someone in the family got them to open that door. See, one of the ladies actually yelled hello into the hole. Yeah, but the thing is, though, if they didn't get someone to unlock it or cut the lock off and open it,
Yeah, I'd be.
Sh- She could have been in there and not been able to answer back.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that,
Well, let's hope
but
searched it.
it right. Hopefully, police came in and cut the lock off and checked it because that didn't look like it had been there very long,
No, because the door doesn't look rusted or anything.
and there's the grass hasn't grew back over where the hole was stuck.
Right. And what was it chained to? Is what I want to know.
It was just the two doors were chained shut, but the chain wasn't so tight that it held the door completely shut.
Right.
It looked like the chain had slack in it. Scent dogs. I don't think I've seen anything about scent dogs. Honestly, let me hold on, y'all. I gotta go back and rewatch this now. Okay. Dang it! It's dark because I paused it. That hasn't been there that long now.
No, there ain't
Like
no
there's no grass on the dirt.
that, and there's no weather like damage done to the doors or the
No,
lock.
no rain has came through and washed the dirt off the tops, off the doors. That is
Right.
weird.
Plus, the weather, like the sun beating down on it, and where it's gotten like chilly for a couple nights,
Hmm.
the moisture on it would cause rust, and they ain't even done
Y'all,
that.
I couldn't imagine her mama walking up on that.
No, I couldn't either. I'd lose my shit. I'd have it open, pull something.
Yeah. Sally, they didn't give the actual location of where this was found, but it was the family did a search today about a half a mile from where DaCara's car was found. So this, whatever this is in the ground, it's going to be from that search today.
That's a
I
good
would
idea,
put
Andrew.
I put a hidden trail cam, see what goes back there at night. Yeah, because they haven't showed the whole area of where this is at, but just what the camera is showing, it's in the middle of nowhere in an open spot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, they should can take it to Home Depot and trace the lock in the past months. Yeah, I mean the police could find out where that type of lock is sold.
Oh yeah. Well, let's hope they're doing all that.
That is
I
just so
mean, it could be
weird.
nothing. It couldn't. It could be it don't contain to her, but still, I would do it just in case.
Absolutely. I mean,
Just in case,
the police should be out on top of this. There's a missing 19-year-old girl in their area. They should be on
Right,
top of finding
right.
out who this belongs to, who put it there, why is it there, what's inside of it. Like police should have, yeah, for sure.
Because you don't know. It could be. It could be somebody. There's many missing people, but this one is recent.
Yeah.
I'd be down there searching. I'd be taking that lock and chain and wherever else. Them doors.
Hopefully, hopefully the cops opened it and looked in it.
I hope so. I hope they're not that stupid.
No, not to just leave it locked because no one answered her mama that.
Right.
Ashton, how are you? Thank you for joining us. What area are we discussing? So, Ashton, we are talking about DaCara Thompson. She's the 19-year-old that is missing from Maryland. She went missing the 22nd. Well, she
Yeah.
was last seen by her dad late that night on the 22nd. Told him she was going to go get gas. And then she texted him at like 11:50 that night. Said she got her gas. She was going out. She'd be back soon. Never, returned, seen at 1:30 the next morning, walking away from her vehicle on camera, and she hasn't been seen or heard from since. And so her family today went and searched an area like a half a mile from where her car was found, and this, whatever this is in the ground, her mom and whoever this other lady is that's walking with the mom found it, and it's some kind of tank container, something down in the ground, and the lid to it was had a chain and a lock on it.
Somebody worked hard on that.
Yeah, and it has not been there very long.
No, you can tell it hasn't been there long. I just hope that, that it doesn't have anything to do with her.
Right. And I wish whenever I pause it, it doesn't turn dark like this. But see,
Yeah.
look at that. And see, there's a little thing right there where you can put a lock on it to lock the door completely down. But whoever did it just put a chain on it.
Yep.
Misha, I'm sorry. Misha said, "All right, ladies, you guys are creeping me out even more." Misha, if you stick around here long enough, you will hear.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, you will hear some creepy stuff because we put out nothing but facts over here, but it's reality is reality, and I tried not to make it graphic, um, but this right here, this is weird. With a 19-year-old girl a half a mile away from there went missing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's hold on. I need a sticky note for this one because okay, I want to know if this was ever found out. Any information? The key. Whoever has the key did it. Okay, where is this in relation to her car? So Metamom, that exactly I don't know. I don't. Let me finish the video and then I will try to pull it up on maps and see if I can guess an area that maybe, because from what it looks like, a cleared area already, and see about how far. But they did say that the search that they did today, which is where this was found, was a half a mile from her car, or where her car was found. Hold on. Let me make myself a note. I don't know if this is a tank, a container, or what this would be considered. It's the fact that it's found buried in the ground is just weird. Okay, let me put DaCara's name on here so I know which case we're talking about. Okay, so yet all the 19-year-olds think they're invincible and don't want to hear. Commander Girl, I got a 22-year-old daughter who is the same exact way. At 22. She still needs Mama to schedule her doctor's appointments, but she thinks she's grown. You know what I mean?
Are you kidding? I got a son that's going to be 35 in December, and he don't still act grown. So
I mean, I tell her something, I'm grown, Mama. But then the next day, can you call and schedule a doctor's appointment?
they all want to think they're grown.
Yeah, they
Until
have no idea.
They need you.
You know, Commander, yeah, because you want them to get out and learn things and explore, and you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I'm constantly worried about them.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're going to your mom.
It's
They don't understand that part.
No,
That it
they don't.
doesn't matter how old they are, we're still going to worry.
Yeah, and I mean, when she had the wreck and I couldn't find her, and
Right,
I didn't know if she was hurt, dead, or alive,
right,
and
exactly.
I'd never been that. I don't get scared of stuff, but I was scared that night.
Yeah,
And when I finally talked to her, she understood how scared I was.
yeah.
So I can't that was only just a couple of hours. I
Yeah,
can't imagine a parent who doesn't know where their child is for weeks or months or years.
right. Yep.
I
I would never
can't.
be able to imagine that.
No, that just like I said, mine was only a couple of hours. And within 5 minutes, I was calling the police. I was calling everybody I knew trying to find my child, and I couldn't find her.
And they don't understand until they see you and see how
Hmm.
much of a wreck you are.
Oh, I was so
Because
eerily calm,
yeah,
and it was weird how calm I was, but I was still freaking out.
right, exactly. Because I mean, the same thing when my son wrecked his motorcycle and broke his back,
Hmm.
and he's sitting there joking about it and stuff. I said, "You don't get it. You
No,
you did this, but can you imagine what I was thinking?"
yeah. Elsie, that is true. A week later, I still wasn't right. I've never been put in a position where I didn't know where my child was, and I've never
Yeah,
been put in a position that I didn't know she was dead or alive. And here this mommy is trying her best to find her child and don't know where she's at. It's not, I would not wish that on my worst enemy
no,
to
because
have that
you don't.
feeling.
Yeah, you don't want nobody to go
It's
through that.
not, no, it is not a good, and like I said, mine only lasted a couple of hours. I can't imagine somebody who don't know where their child is at all for like this late a year, a week
Ex-
now.
Yeah,
See, when
I
I was
can't
pregnant with
imagine.
my mother told me to sleep all I can now because I will never sleep the same again. Ashton, my
That
oldest is
is true.
25. I have not slept since he was born. 25, he will be 26 in November, and I
And
haven't slept
never
since.
sleep right again.
No,
That is true.
it's
Because
Elsie.
I
It
don't.
is a very desperate situation, and like I said, I can't imagine being a mama looking for their child and walk up on something like this.
Mm-mm.
I couldn't. That's just like if y'all remember. I think it was it in Kentucky. I think where it was the girl that went missing and her twin was looking for her. Remember, like a couple of months ago, I can't remember the girl's name, and come to
I
find
think
out her husband had killed her and stuffed her in a was it a trunk or some kind of box or something, and put her at the very back of a property. Do y'all
hmm
remember which case I'm talking about?
yeah.
And the twin sister come up on the box and found her in it.
Yeah, it was in Kentucky, I think it was.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
No.
That's just ugh. And there's some people, and I'm not going to name any names, that will sit here and put out the false information and everything else for clicks and views while these families are going through this.
Yes. And that's what I hate the most
Yeah, I don't get it.
is you do it for clicks and views and money while these parents are trying to find their missing child
Yeah,
and going through hell and you sit back laughing about it.
yeah, I don't get that. That's just it's Sally Mae. That is true. They should be ashamed. But hey, money's more important than a family in crisis looking for their loved one. You know, and
To
I
certain
don't
ones,
understand.
yes.
Huh?
I said to certain ones, the money and stuff is more important than.
Yeah, not all of YouTubers, not all of TikTokers, not all of the ones who do Facebook lives and talk about cases or on Instagram lives. Not all of them are like that.
No.
Uh, there are some who spend their own money to get documents and make sure that the right information is put out there. But the ones who will take a case like this and put out the complete opposite information that's been put out,
Mm,
or just downright lie about it,
yep.
I don't understand it.
I don't think we'll ever understand it.
No. Okay, let's finish watching this, y'all. We've been watching this part at least 10 times now, and that is just creepy. I'm just if you're gonna lock it, why not just go ahead and put a lock here
That's what I don't.
instead instead of a chain?
Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
like it was locked up in a hurry.
Yeah. So they could get out of there.
And see, the tarot detective, that's the way it should be. It should be done to help the families and the victims. But not everybody out there that's in a true crime community on all these different platforms, they're not doing it to help.
Yeah, they don't see it like that.
Yeah. Like, I'm doing it to get this girl's face out there and her
Right.
name, because there could be somebody, even if they're not in chat, just somebody who watches it tonight or watches it at another time, sees her name. It could be from Maryland or from a
Yep.
state around Maryland who may have seen her somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But not everybody's out there to do it like that.
Nope.
All right. Sally Mae, you can't hear it? Can anybody else not hear it?
I don't hear it. I did at first, and then
Oh, okay. Hold on. I may have to go off of it and then. Hey, I'm in a state near Maryland, but haven't heard of her until you mentioned this tonight. Well, Butterfly Kisses, grab a screenshot of her missing person flyer and share it around where you're at. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can do this. All right, let me back it up then. Because y'all can hear it at first, right?
yeah, I did.
Okay. No
But then
sound and
the
glitchy.
sound went out.
Okay. And the glitching part could be my internet.
Well, that or it could be the video. Because I didn't see no glitch, but
Okay. All right. Y'all let me know if y'all cannot hear it now.
Peer down inside.
I can hear it now.
Okay.
Carmen has spent 10 days now searching for her daughter.
Can everybody in chat hear it? Okay. Sally can hear it now. All right.
And thought the mill was a good place to look. So why here? Why are you looking here?
I'm exhausting any resource, anything that I can think of. I noticed this yesterday when I rode by to go to the location. I noticed it from my right view when I was riding by, and I made a note to come back and check here also this morning.
Despite several hours of searching along the stream bed, Carmen and Daniel Thompson came up with nothing new.
But just see if I can find any clues, any clothes, any Any indication of someone being here?
DaCara Thompson left her father's Lanham home Friday night, August 22nd, telling her dad she was heading to purchase some gas for her car. The two communicated briefly that night, with DaCara telling her dad she would be home soon. DaCara's father says he found her car parked right here in front of this fire hydrant, pointed in the wrong direction and right across from the Chilham Adelphi Volunteer Fire Station. Her mom told me today that DaCara was a new driver, and to her it appeared that she had just gotten out of the car and was going to return very quickly. DaCara's purse with credit cards and cash was still inside the vehicle, but her phone and key fob were gone. Her parents are still unsure, but think the person walking in this grainy video could be DaCara, walking in that neighborhood at around 1:30 Saturday morning, the 23rd.
I'm scared, but I'm still hopeful.
Carmen and Daniel Thompson say the Prince George's County Police are assisting in the search and asked that they not share certain details with the public.
So I guess they don't want to mess up the active investigation. So, but they are doing some stuff.
DaCara's phone may have been turned off in the hours after she vanished. It's a mystery her parents desperately want to solve. In Adelphi, Paul Wagner, News 4.
Okay, hold on just a second. Let me get this off my screen. What the heck? It won't stop playing. Okay. Okay. All right, so that was the video I was trying to find earlier where it was showing her walking away from her vehicle.
Right. And it's kind of hard to tell if it's her or not.
Right.
I mean, it could be. I mean,
Yeah, it's so grainy though, like they said, that it's hard to tell. Fire station, it should have cameras in that direction unless that's how they found that small clip the first time. Now I question if it's even her parking there. I don't know. Could it have been somebody else who might have been a female that was from a distance looked like her? I don't know.
I just pray they find her safe.
Yes. They said this is where.
Because you can tell by the look on her parents' face that they are really, really devastated. And
they're worried sick. Let's see. Did the clothes match what her father seen her leave in? Vapor. I don't think they could tell from that video.
That video was really hard to tell.
Yeah, it was really bad. I'm trying to see, because here's the fire station. I'm trying to figure out, maybe the fire station is where the camera footage came from.
That's a good possibility. But I want to know why her car was parked the wrong way. I guess they say she was a new driver.
Yeah.
But you pretty much know about parking your car in what direction.
Unless she was coming from the way that she parked and she just pulled over on that side.
I'm surprised her car didn't get towed.
Right.
Because it's in front of a fire hydrant. Because you're not allowed to park in front of a fire hydrant. They'll tow your car.
Okay, so where... Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Okay. There's the fire hydrant they're saying that she parked in front of. So there are cars parked on this side of the street.
Yeah, because like
Heck,
maybe she was coming down and pulled
it kind
behind
of seems like
her.
that's what it seems like. She's coming from this way to
Right,
the intersection, but you can't park cars right here because of the stop sign,
right. And then on the other side of the road is the fire hydrant, and you can't
which
park in
you're
front of a
in
fire
front of a
hydrant.
fire hydrant, right? So, but if you read this little sign right here that's on the pole across from the fire hydrant, it says we pay up to $300 for unwanted. Oh no, that's for unwanted cars. Okay, so never mind. I was thinking if they were parked there. Never mind. That just
Right,
forget that. But
right.
anyway, yeah,
Isn't there are apartment buildings, right?
those are yeah,
Yeah. So,
or townhomes.
yeah, I don't know if they would have cameras. I mean,
But
sometimes
there's
apartment buildings do.
what is this? This is a learning. Does that say what? Yeah, leasing center, which looks like apartments also, which they might have cameras on it
Right.
as well. Because I was trying to figure out if the camera came from this building right here, and y'all, I'm not trying to get anybody sick with me moving it around. It does look like there's one right there, but I can't zoom
Yeah,
in
that's what
deeper.
it looks like.
Okay, y'all buckle up and hold on. I'm going for a ride.
And then right there's the fire station.
Yes, so that one's for sure gonna have cameras on it.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna
So
have.
I mean, there's yeah. All right, I'm gonna go over here for a second because I want to see something. Yes, this has cameras on it. There they are, right there.
Yep.
So maybe that was where the camera footage came from. Was from that one right there,
Yeah, it's a good possibility. Yeah.
facing that way. Her walking this way. Pick me up on the way back. Okay, Elsie. I'm not gonna go around too far tonight. Vapor, that is a good question too. I don't know why the curb isn't painted red.
um, it depends. Well, yeah, because most of your states do paint it red in front of the fire hydrant.
Right. See if there's any. Surely the fire station has cameras on it though. I think those are. I can't tell if those are cameras or lights.
Uh,
It's so
looks
damn.
like
I mean, it looks like cameras, but I can't tell.
right. That's hard to tell.
That one looks like a camera. But for sure, right here, those two are cameras.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
they're cameras. You can tell. I don't know.
Okay, it doesn't have to be painted red, at least not in California. I know here in Louisiana they have big signs that says "Do not park in front of the fire hydrant. Do not block the fire hydrant, or you will be towed."
Yeah, that's how they have it here in North Carolina. If you park in front, it says "Do not park in front. Fire hydrant. Car will be towed. Fines will be something, something."
Yeah. Okay, so these apartment buildings across Riggs Road or Riggs Street, whatever it is. Riggs Road or Riggs Street. I'm sure I'm saying these correctly. Riggs Road. So that one has cameras on it too. So I would think that they are getting the footage from all of these places.
I would hope so.
Because I mean, if she's parked here, she's walking towards Riggs Road. Did she go down Riggs Road or did she cross the street? Like they got to know which direction she went.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. They're just not putting it out to anybody.
Yeah, but I mean, it did say though that the parents have asked the police not to put out all the information since it is an active investigation. You know,
Yeah,
they don't want everything put out to the public.
yeah,
So
and that's
maybe
understandable.
Right. Maybe they know what her direction is. Maybe that's the reason why they decided to search a half a mile from where the car was found.
Yeah.
Maybe she walked that way. It seems like it would also be easy to backtrack where the car came from just by
Mhm.
following the cameras.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I hope she's found safe
Yeah.
and
Me too.
okay, and found soon. Because I mean, damn, we're going on 10 days now.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, I'm gonna take this down real quick, and I'm gonna see if I can find that area. Uh, oh shit! Wait. I need to get off the street. But I'm gonna take it down just because it does make some people sick. I mean, honestly, the way y'all see me driving on Google Maps, that's kind of how I drive in real life. So, you know, maybe not quite as bad. I do have the road rage. I
Yeah.
will say
Well.
that.
Yeah. I have that.
Yeah, I have very bad road rage. See, they don't say what direction either that they went in a half a mile, but there's not. Oh, well, I guess going down further, there might be like some wooded areas. And there's a northwest branch and a Costia River that runs through there. So that could have been the area that they were searching. It's like this big wooded area. Still curious about that thing in the ground though. And I would say maybe a storm shelter, but do they have storm shelters in Maryland?
I
Like
don't.
how they have in places like Oklahoma and Texas and stuff like that.
Yeah, but out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, because see, it doesn't. The camera didn't pan all the way around to. It just showed that open spot.
Right. It didn't show if there was any houses or anything around.
Yeah, that is just weird. It's shit. Just
Oh man, that just
some.
looked kind of weird to me.
It really did. And I can't see any place. I may have to. Well, I don't think Google Earth is updated like Maps is. I don't know. That is. I really can't see anything on Maps either. Whenever I zoom in, because uh, it gets really blurry. Let's see. Commander, that's another thing I was thinking. Maybe a bunker. Um, but if it was a bunker, it seems like it would have a lock on it where you couldn't raise the lid up at all.
Right. But I just hope the cops searched it. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
Because her hollering hello down there doesn't mean somebody's going to answer you back.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they're in a position where they're not able to.
Right. Or somebody's down there with her. Say she's down there and somebody's holding her down there. You know,
Right. Okay. Just Dawn is not in here tonight, is she?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because she said that she's sorry if she's missing lunch. I just saw that in Discord. I'm just checking something real quick.
You're right, Elsie. We have seen too many movies.
Yeah. we've watched too many movies. We've
I
covered
ain't
too
gonna lie
many
about that one.
cases. Yeah. Okay, Christy and Sally Mae. I saw what y'all were talking about in Discord. I am checking all of them as well as soon as I see them. Okay, Mama's in the hospitals. Baby will be okay. So they haven't made their arrival yet. Okay. So without me putting out a whole lot of information, y'all just keep just on and her son and daughter-in-law. Wait, is it her son and her daughter-in-law or her daughter and her son-in-law?
It's her daughter-in-law.
Okay. Keep them in your prayers. They are at the hospital. She is about to have twins, and just pray that everything goes smoothly, and mama and babies are good.
Yes, happy and healthy.
Yes. Okay. All right. Um. So what's I looking at? Vapor. What are you saying nope about?
I think about just Dawn being in here.
Oh.
Or I could be wrong. He sets off the wall.
Well, I didn't know if it might have been that. Okay, he said just on in here. Okay. Um, or if it was my question about if they have uh, storm shelters in the ground in Maryland.
Uh,
So, okay, how long have I been? Damn, we've already been here an hour and 30 minutes. Jesus. Okay,
what?
we've already been here an hour and 31 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, I was trying to I was hoping that this case was going to last the whole hour and a half, just because I didn't really have a whole lot of information, because that's really all that's out there on it. Um, what was I about to say? I will keep up with this one also, and the Jasmine Lowery case. And Betty Joe, if you, because it is from your state, if you see anything about that one, let
Uh-huh.
me know.
Oh, I will.
Okay, because that is just, I don't understand why there's nothing else
Uh, I thought the
about
same
her.
thing.
You know, like, is her family even searching for her?
That's what I'd like to know because there's not a lot out there. Is her family even trying to search for her, or I don't, I don't know.
I mean, it's the same thing with the two little boys, the brothers.
Yeah.
There's nothing. All I have is their names, not
It ain't
who
no sense.
they could possibly be with. A mom, a dad, another family member took them. They walked away from their house, nothing.
Yeah.
Uh, Brooks Nature Center. Oh, the meal. That's what the mama said a minute ago. What's the meal? That's where they were searching. Um, okay, the Tarot Detective. The Brooks Nature Center. Do you know what road that is on? There's a playground. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I'm just looking around here real quick. I don't see a Brooks Nature Center. Unless I'm just not looking in the right spot. There's a lot of University Gardens playgrounds on here also. Was that the baby awake?
No, she's talking in her sleep.
Oh, okay. Is that? Oh, was that where the mom was? No. Okay, hold on. She was at she said something about, but they asked her like why the meal, and it's called the Adelphi Meal Recreation Center. So I was able to find that, and there's a little road, or it's a trail that goes along like beside the water, which I think that's what she was walking along in that video. So maybe I need to look in this area for that little cleared out spot with whatever that is in the ground. That is just weird. When was this picture done? This must have been the beginning of 2025 because there's no leaves or anything on the trees. And whatever that is in the ground looked like it was just put there. So I'll have to look around and see if I can find it. Because that is just, I don't know. That thing there is weird. Hopefully the police will come out now that it's been seen on video and people's probably questioned it. Hopefully the police will come out and say something about that. The tarot detective. Elsie wants to know if you're doing a tarot reading right now. See, how far is trapped in the ground from her house? Is that what you're asking, Tarot? Because I don't think they ever said how far her dad's house is from where her last known location is. The meal, though, that they're saying that the mom was saying that she was at during the time that she found the door, maybe a mile, if that, from where the car was. The car was found. But what I'll do is tomorrow, I'll see if I can look some more for the store, because the imagery that's on Google Maps right now, it had to be from like the very, very beginning of 2025 because there's no leaves on the trees. Let's see. More father home, father's house. Okay, so I don't know exactly where the dad lived at. That information was never given out. So honestly, I couldn't say how far it was. I just know that her mom said that they didn't know anybody in the area where the car was found. And they didn't know that she knew anybody from that area either. So they didn't even understand why she was even there.
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if she's there, there had to have been someone that she knew, or someone that was going, that was going to be in that area that maybe she was going to meet.
Someone that she's been telling her parents about.
Yeah. Or maybe a friend that maybe her parents did know that said, hey, I'm going to be over in this area.
Well, yeah, that too.
Okay, this is the first time I hear of this case. I'll look into it. Okay, Key. It was sent to me. I think Christy tagged me in on Twitter yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And then I was going to talk about it last night, and then some things came out with Uncle, so I didn't get to go live. Um, so tarot. I don't know exactly where the door in the ground is, but the mule that the mom was saying that she was at looking, uh, it is on Riggs Road. So let me map it real quick for you. Okay, so from Jasmine Terrace at Riggs Road, where the car was found, at that intersection, it is to the Adelphi Meal Recreation Center, which is where the mom was searching. It is 0.7 miles. So not even a mile. But I don't know where that door is that's in the ground. I don't know exactly where it's at, but whenever she was talking about the door in the ground, then the journalist asked her, what made you come by the meal and search here? So I'm assuming it's going to be somewhere around that meal.
Yeah, because she said when she was driving by, out
Mm-hmm.
of the corner of her eye, she just seen, like, I
Right.
guess the opening or whatever, or just trees or whatever. And she
Yeah,
wanted,
so this is the meal, but I don't have a clue where the door is. Because on the video, it shows it's in the woods and it's a clear off area, and then the whatever that is, a container, a tank, a box, whatever,
right.
is in the middle of the woods
And it's not
and the
showing.
ground. No, because see the trees here, they have no leaves on the trees, so it's not even. That's why I'm thinking it's going to be like the very beginning of 2025 when this image was taken,
Mhm.
and that whatever that is in the ground hasn't been there that long. Like I said, the dirt is back where they put the dirt at. It hasn't even grew grass back over it yet.
Right. And plus the door and the lock and all that's not rusted.
Right.
So it couldn't have been there that long.
Why isn't the name of it coming up now? Okay, so the name of here, I'll put it in the chat for you, Taro. Okay. Okay, there's the name of it. Okay. And it is let's just see what goes into oh damn it. I need to quit clicking on stuff. Alright, and it's a Delphi. Oh, shit. Okay. There's the whole address to it. Or to the meal where they were searching out. Okay. Alright, let me take this off here. Me too. I don't like that I have to keep throwing me and you back up on the screen every time I exit off of something. Like, StreamYard, I don't know why they start making the creators do that. It's crazy. All right. Well, the tarot detective, I will be back tomorrow night. If you find out anything in your readings, I would love to hear about it. and I need to get off of here for the night because I do got to get back up at 3 in the morning.
All right. Well, yeah, I gotta get up 6 anyway. So
Well, I'll be up because that's 5 my time. So
the baby,
yeah,
this poor baby, she goes to sleep. She goes to sleep by 8:30 now.
that poor thing. Go ahead, Elsie. What's your question? Uh, yeah, I told you when she got used to it that she'd be out like a light early.
Yep.
Meta mom, yes, I got it Sunday. I was tracking it too because I was just thinking they ain't even going to deliver it on Sunday, and then they ain't going to deliver it Monday because of it being a holiday, and it was going to be today. But no, they delivered it uh, Sunday afternoon. The Tarot Detective, you're very welcome, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
She's like, they better deliver. I'm coming after them.
I was tracking it. I kept checking it. It kept saying to begin with between 3 and 4. Then it bumped it back to like 4 to 6, and then it was like 4:15 to 6:15. It
Yep.
ended up getting here at like 4:30. So it let me start tracking it. I think there was 3 stops ahead of me, and that's when it let me start tracking
Yeah.
how much
All
it
right,
would be.
I'll jump down.
Christy, she gonna say I thought maybe you did. You wasn't crying no more.
Ah,
I wasn't crying
how
the other
rude!
night.
How rude!
I wasn't crying though, Betty Joe, was I?
No, you just said. I've only heard you say at one time that you hate being without a second monitor. That's all.
I mean, I complained about it a little bit, but okay. Elsie said everyone should watch a movie called Sound of Freedom about trafficking. Really profound movie. Elsie, that is the one that has Drake Bell in it, right?
I've watched it. Yes.
Okay. I remember whenever that came out about his story, but I never did watch it.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I remember that actually.
It is a true story. Yes.
Yeah, because I do remember it coming out after he told his story and what happened to him when he was on the set of Drake and Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is crazy because my kids used to watch that show, and this is going on in the background.
Yep. My kids used to watch it too.
Yeah,
Heck, I used to
so
sit there and watch it with them.
I mean I did too. And then when the little sister went to iCarly,
Mm-hmm.
I watched all
Yep.
of this with my kids, and it's crazy that that was going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, wait. Northwest coordinates approximately where the door on the floor. Oh, King, you gotta hit me with some coordinates. Hold on, I gotta write
Oh
this down
Lord.
before I know. Now I'm gonna have to type the coordinates in, y'all. 29897 north. 6 degrees west. Jeez. Okay. Let me. I gotta go back and off of this. Off of this. Uh, 7.
I know King Scarlet should have been a detective.
Okay. Give me just a second, y'all. Now I'll have these coordinates pulled up. 6 degrees west.
King Scarlet's smart. She knows.
It brings me to Merrimack Drive. Is that what you got, King? Wait. 3H. Oh, wait, that's not right. What the hell? These coordinates. I know that is not what I put in here. That is not even the right numbers.
The discovery was made while searching around Philadelphia, which is located at 8402 Riggs Road, Adelphi, Maryland, 20783.
Why is this not bringing up? It's not bringing me to where it's taking her. What the heck? King, screenshot it and send it to me.
She said, okay, I will.
Okay, yeah, because it's yeah. If I went to Google Earth, it may work, but y'all know how I am with Google Earth.
Yeah,
We don't get along very well.
we understand.
I don't know why I don't like me because I am a likable person, but they don't like me for some reason. Okay, I need to put this little sticky note on my monitor so I don't forget. And then I'm gonna put the team's coordinates up here so we don't lose them. Okay, I got it. Alright, so I am gonna get out of here for the night.
Yeah, I'm going to jump down.
Okay, I'll talk to you sometime in the morning.
All right. Good night,
Okay,
everybody.
have a good night. Thank you for coming up.
Yep, no problem. All right, I'll
Alright.
talk to you later.
Okay. Alright, y'all. I'm about to get out of here as well because, like I said, I have to get up early in the morning, so I need to try to get some sleep. But thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out, and all the new people in here. And Tara, I for sure, if you find anything out like that, I really would like to hear about it. Christy, have a good night. Betty Joe, King, Elsie, y'all all have a wonderful night. Use Star Turbo. Okay, Baker, you'll have to send that to me too because I'll be done for that. Okay, I'm out of here for the night. I will be back tomorrow night. I will keep up with this case. I'll try to get some more information on the Jasmine Lowery case. But thank y'all so much for joining us. I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will talk to y'all later.